Hello everyone. This time we're going to be talking about the rook, what we can do with the rook, how the rook moves, and how the rook captures. So let's go right away. Now, see here. Oh, so this diagram here on my left, on your left, shows how the rook moves. So notice the rook could move up, it moves down, and it also moves side to side. So the rook moves up, down, and sideways, or vertically and horizontally. Here also we have a white pawn right next to the rook, and this shows that the rook could move to the side and capture the pawn. Okay, now, in these diagrams here, in these diagrams, we could see where the rook could actually move to. Notice this rook cannot move up or cannot move forward because this bishop here is blocking the rook. And the rook cannot jump over pieces or cannot go beyond pieces. So if you have one of your pieces there, you cannot jump over that piece and go somewhere else. So this X here marks actually where the rook could go, all right? These lines here, these arrows shows us or show to us where the rook could go and capture. So the rook could move to this side and capture this pawn, or the rook could move up and capture the knight. Now, what I will do, I will show you how I will show you now the rook in action. Okay, so now here we have an example of the rook once more. And here, notice the rook could move up, the rook could move down, and the rook could move side to side. Notice that is how the rook moves. Okay, now if I go to the next one, here it shows where the rook could go and capture. So let me just use my rook to capture some of these pawns. So my rook could go to the side and capture the pawn. So I could move my rook and capture the pawn. I could move my rook here, and now I am in line with the pawn, and I could capture this pawn on the next move. Notice I could move my rook forward and capture the pawn. Remember, when you capture pieces in chess, you have to take the place where that piece was. Now, if I want to capture this pawn over here, I cannot capture it from here. I will have to perhaps come right behind the pawn. Now I am in line with this pawn, and I could go ahead and capture the pawn afterwards. All right, in the next example, we have this position. Now notice that my rook could indeed capture this knight. Okay, it could go forward and capture the knight. My rook could also go backwards and capture this bishop. So these are two pieces that my rook could capture. What else can my rook capture? My rook could capture this pawn on the side because my rook could move sideways and capture that pawn as well. Well, but my rook cannot capture this bishop. Why? Because there is a pawn in between the bishop and the rook, and the rook cannot jump over pieces to capture pieces. Okay, so you cannot jump over your own pieces to capture an enemy piece. So that is what you have to remember about the rooks. Now, there are some exercises in the book to test your knowledge about how the rook moves and how the rook captures. For this, Maria Glis will come and work with you on these exercises. So pay attention, have your pencil ready, and let's go to those exercises now.
Hello, I am Maria Glis, and we are going to start our practice time. Let's go to practice how to move the rook. So here we have two exercises, practice number 26 and practice number 29. Okay, so let's do 26. For this exercise, you have to mark with the letter X all the squares that the rook could go to. So let's see. Here is the rook. So we have to mark with an X all these squares the rook could go in one move. So the rook could go here, 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 and here. Okay, remember that it moves sideways, up to down, so it could only move it if it has space for it to move. So in this case, it could only move to the side. Now let's do this one. If you see, this one doesn't have anything on the way, so this one could move on any direction. It go up to the side, and to the other side. I could go down as well. If you notice, the rock can move on up and down, right to left and right, and it can move any amount of square but on a straight line. Okay, now we have the next, we have 4 more exercises, right? So I will advise you to pause the video now, try to do them by yourself, and then when you finish you will come and check your answers. Okay, ready? Okay, so now let's do the answers for this one. Now for practice 31, it could move to up, it could not move down, it could move to the left 2 squares and 1 to the right. Okay, so now let's go to the next one. Well, I will leave it for some seconds so you could check it, see, to compare it with your answers. Now let's go to the next one. Okay, here is for you to practice or to capture with the rook. Okay, so it says draw an arrow towards the piece that the rook could capture. Notice it's capture. Okay, so let's see. We have a white rook, so it could capture black pieces. Okay, so let's draw an arrow up. It could capture this pawn, and it could capture this knight. No, nothing on this side and nothing down. Very good. Now let's see exercise or practice 35. So I could go up and capture the bishop, and I could go to the side and capture the knight. Okay, now let's go to the next page, and on this one you have 4 more practice. You could pause the video now and try to do these 4 by yourself, and then when you finish you will come back to the video to see if you did the exercises right. Okay, good, finish. Okay, let's see, let me give you the answers. For practice 37, the black rook could capture the white rook, and the white rook could capture the black rook as well. So I guess we could do 2 arrows, one from the black rook to the white rook, and one from the white rook to the black rook. It depends who turn is it. If it is white turn, then white could capture black, and if it is black turn, black could capture white, and the white rook could capture here as well. Okay, so let's see, let's go to the next one. Well, I will leave it for some seconds for you to check your answers to see if they are right. Good. Okay, so let's go to the next one. This one is for you to practice about the capture with the rook as well. These are practice 38 and 41. On practice 38, the white rook could only capture here, and on practice 31, the white rook could capture only here, okay? Notice that here the rook cannot capture the bishop because the knight is on the way. Remember that rook cannot jump over, okay? So let's go to the next page. Here you have 4 more practice. I will advise you again to pause the video. Try to do it by yourself. And then when you finish, you unpause the video for you to check your answers, okay? Finish? Let's see what are the answers for this one. Now for the exercise 43, white rook could capture up, and it could capture to the side as well. Okay, so that is the answer. Did you do it right? Yes. So that will be all for this video. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.